What's up, you guys? I am going to try and do my makeup like my nails today. It's gonna be fun. And while we get into it, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. We're gonna start out with NARS. So I have a very specific friend group, and so I guess I've been living in a bubble. It's not that I hate men. Whenever I start to have these conversations, that's always what people are saying, and it's not that at all. I just really think that men are gonna have to evolve, emotionally. I know so many women right now that are celibate or choosing not to date, and I feel like that's because of quite a few different reasons. Maybe we need to start at the beginning. I believe it was the 60s. Actually, I think it was the 70s, 74. Before then, what did they need, a male cosign or something? But women weren't allowed to have their own bank accounts until very recently. So when I hear questions like, why is the divorce rate so high now? That annoys me because I feel like that's obvious. I'm gonna use this Sephora Best Skin Ever today. Now, if you're married to someone and you don't have access to no bank account, you're probably gonna let a lot of stuff slide because you literally need this man in order to survive. Okay, fast forward to now, obviously it's not like that anymore. So if something goes wrong, you have more autonomy, if you will. Fenty contour stick. Sure, women want a provider, but just because you have money doesn't mean that you have emotional intelligence. Those are two different things, and I think some of y'all are getting that twisted. Anastasia brow pen. Women are setting boundaries, they have standards. Men are probably laughing because they're like, well, a man like that doesn't exist. That's why I'm like, well, you guys are gonna have to evolve because women aren't dating. They would rather not date than deal with the bullshit. It's not our fault if you guys choose to date down. That's between you and you. So I don't want to hear the whole, well, men date down all the time. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little more contour with this Fenty powder. People think that I feel this way because I've been a stripper for so long. And honestly, I feel like it's quite the opposite. And I can only speak for myself. Dancing for me was a way to take control of the fact that men have no boundaries. I'm gonna use this iconic London palette, Sherbert. And then also, it's we'll tell you the experience, and you guys will be like, no, that's not what it is. That didn't happen. Where can the conversation even go after that? Be for real. Then the part that gets me the most is how sometimes, people will have daughters and then all of a sudden be able to see the light. And it's y'all act like you don't see the problem this whole time, and then all of a sudden you see all this evil everywhere. I'm gonna use this Glisten Cosmetics palette that I have to draw some lines. How can you be mad that women are trying to hold men to a standard that you certainly would want to uphold for any woman in your family, hopefully, I would hope, but then turn around and in your own life be mad because you're not meeting the standard? Well, then I guess you better boss up. I'm gonna put this pink color Sweet Talker underneath here. Crazy. I'm genuinely just asking you guys to do the inner work. I get it. We probably sound hella naggy, but would you rather deal with us being naggy or would you rather deal with us being murdered? Dealer's choice. Blueberry sucker. So anyways, I think my main takeaway from this is just stay in your lane and boss up. And then don't be mad if you're choosing someone who's not bossed up. I think y'all need to start standing up in front of your homies. You know when people are being weirdos. I'm not saying risk your life if you see something happening or a stranger, you know, whatever. But you definitely, if you see something in the house, say something. Even just when shooting the shit, you can't let each other get away with saying crazy toxic shit, acting like it's okay. This is my whole point. When women weren't getting what they wanted, they started doing it for themselves. So you guys can't be mad if, you know, some of us have figured out how to get by on our own, and we're okay with that sacrifice of not having someone else, then you're gonna have to evolve, right? Trust me, I want to get along with y'all niggas as well, but you're gonna have to start listening to listen instead of listening to respond. And yeah, I get it. Maybe you feel attacked, but people are literally getting attacked out here, so at least I don't feel that bad. Okay, here we go. What do you guys think? That's my little rant for the day. I just think that you guys kind of need to get it together and either raise your standards. Well, actually, if you did raise your standards, maybe you would boss up. I think you should get mad at women for setting a standard and sticking by it just because you don't uphold yourself to those same standards. That's a you problem. Again, like, you got something going on with yourself and it seems like you're projecting. Leave us out of it. Please get yourself together because we're not doing it. Okay, what do you think? Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.